there's another segment, you guys mentioned it, where you were fans, and this kind of probably started in ECW when I was there. Fans would bring, hit Too Cold Scorpio with this, Atari 2600 console, or capture him in this fishing net. So you would have fun with that. The weapons the fans are creating and bringing now are a lot more devastating than
insane.
A fishing net. Let's just say that. Tell us about some of the weapons they brought.
I'm glad you brought this up.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so glad you brought this up. So let's face it, Talk with Jericho is probably one of the biggest podcasts. I'm not kissing your ass, but
thank you.
I'm hoping a lot of fans watch this and realize, and I know G-Raver's going to say the same thing. You fans are making shit way too difficult. We can't use things that are going to impale somebody's head off their shoulders.
Samurai sword.
We can't use, So one thing that comes to mind, me and a guy, diehard Dustin Lee, we took a bump on fluorescent light tubes, and next thing I know, my eyes and my lips are on fire, and we neither one can see where we're going. They had filled the light tubes up with cayenne pepper all the way up. Now, what did they expect was going to happen with this cayenne pepper? It came straight up and straight back down on us. So I get it. Fans want to be creative and they want to make shit that they can brag to their friends and all that. But be smart about it. If you want us to use the stuff in the ring, you can't use bazookas, use pop guns. Am I explaining that right?
Yeah.
G-Raver or not?
Yeah, you absolutely do. And this is kind of where I was going to go with that. And I say it actually in the documentary, I think.
Yeah.
I was, and I was blunt about it.
And I actually show an example in the documentary where I actually found one of those bats that you're getting ready to talk about.
And I'm going to say that same thing because here's the thing. And I think you, Chris, you'll understand this. Everything we do wants to be visually appealing.
Right.
You have a thumbtack bat, tape, reverse tape around the bat. Put the tacks on the reverse tape. When you hit somebody with that, what's going to happen? Explosion, right? Mm-hmm. Tacks everywhere. Okay, there's the visual. If fans are bringing the exact reverse of that, where they've glued thumbtacks down to the bat itself and taken tape and wrapped around it and poked it through so it doesn't go anywhere. That's not visually appealing to me.
Right.
No one's going to be able to take that and go, oh, that probably hurt. Not only are the pins probably sticking out like an inch, well, not even an inch, probably a centimeter.
Yeah. It's one of those things. It's the classic wrestling thing. You never want to work with somebody whose work looks like shit and hurts like hell.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. So your punches look like shit. Well, they're killing me, man.
That's right.
Just cut that right out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I said that to a guy one time too. He gave me stiff kicks in the corner. They were
like,
the shittiest.
Oh, you money. What's wrong?
Yep. Just little tiny kicks, and he was kicking the shit out of me. And I'm like, dude, your kicks look like shit, and they hurt, and no one cares about them. No one cares about them.
So what are some of the other weapons that fans have brought, expecting you to use on each other that are just out of control?
I have had a machete thrown inside the ring, and I'm thinking, what do they think I'm going to be able to do with this machete? Which I did. I put it up against somebody's forehead, and I don't mind when people actually cut me with things. So I'll come at somebody. Say if they throw a machete in there, I'll come at somebody that can kick me in the stomach. I'll throw the machete down. I'll drape my arms over the middle rope, and I'll let them get me with it. But I don't want to get other people with it.
Gotcha.
I've already got the worst reputation when I go to shows. Guys don't want to wrestle me because they think I can pull barbed wire out of my asshole and cut them with it or something.
Right.
So machetes is only part of it. I mean, some guys will take a wiffle ball bat and they will melt razor blades into the wiffle ball bat. What the do you think I'm going to do with that?
Right.
Yeah.
Toothpicks and stuff are some of the worst injuries I've seen, like as far as like just infections. Like Murdoch took a toothpick bat and he sent me a picture And he's like, I had to just go to the hospital because had an infection and they had to cut it out. So, I mean, that kind of stuff's really bad.
How about the skewers?
I can't remember what they're called, but they come out of trees and they got a whole bunch of pointy things.
Let's do this.
No, they come out of trees. Kinzons come out of trees.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They look like pine cones a little bit, but they're round and they have a whole bunch of pointy things. I landed on those and it affected my whole arm.
Oh my gosh, like brambles or something. What are you holding up there, Raver?
I am holding a Kenzon, which has been, I believe, they're made for of all things, flower arrangements.
That came out of Tremont's head, and you actually see it in the dock.
Well, hold on a second. So this thing that he's holding up for people who can't see, it's a circle with like some pointy things sticking up. Looks like something you would like try and clean a pot with if it was burnt with like soup on the bottom of it to scrub it off.
Right. Yeah, it's some Brillo or whatever. But
right, exactly.
In that opening sequence of the documentary, that's one of the Kenzons that you see getting smashed into Tremont's head.
Right.